because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally,
create. Now Wentz. He sets to fire deep. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike from anywhere on the field. How about the way they got it started in this one?
This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. At their own 22-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 22. Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It's caught inside the 25. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 78 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you do.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. 3rd down here.
It's now 3rd and 10.
Lost the pass.
Yellow.
53.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Not that time for Watkins.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
Here we go. 120!
Don't get nervous.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
He's got his man. That's Hardman. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Mixon with a first down carry. And some room to work. That one 28 yards on the ground.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he stopped immediately there. Tackled that time by Sidney Jones. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Hey, 43, 15.
53 Mike. Watch the pass. Let's go. Here we go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
53 Mike. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
You're 15.
Watch the slant. Watch that.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. Well, that is not what you want to see from him on the big stage, obviously. And he's been so reliable all season long.
A big part of why they've gotten here to this game. But you have to wonder, will this haunt them later as the Super Bowl progresses?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. These two teams all tied after one.
Waiting! Sunday!
Get out the field, defense.
Check three! You draw Parker! Quick! Back! Come on now!
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag.
The ball carried by the wide receiver. Incomplete in the end zone. It's now
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Mixon with it. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here.
That leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
53, Mike 53. You want this.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a first down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up and make those throws, and he did that.
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Yellow. Ours go on, 80.
I'm coming.
Yellow.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. This is caught. Watkins. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Kansas City Chiefs. First
Yellow.
down.
On, 80.
Bring it.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Jackson on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. I hate to sound an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, Delta. Bring it to you.
On play action, it's Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play action sack. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. 2nd quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Check out.
Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. So he got 3 at one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Hey, 57.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he's able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Joe Mixon, 45 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive? Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's Wentz to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
On third and long, it's Wentz. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on fourth down. To throw, it's Wentz. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Chris Jones. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal.
43.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Mahomes going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. From the gun to give to Mixon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And Butker able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we've reached halftime here in Super Bowl 55. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Both teams ready after the halftime spectacle, and we are back underway in Super Bowl 55. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Nicole Hardman, 43 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. And, man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 20.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On second down, it's Sanders. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Wentz going to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. To throw his Wentz. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down.
That's good for Eagles first down.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. Throwing now is Wentz. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Wentz. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Let's go.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
On play action, Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And from their own end zone, it's a fake, and he's going to let it go deep. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Mahomes now to throw. to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
This is fielded at the goal line. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. On third down, they turn to Sanders. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter.
With the score, Chiefs 48, Eagles 7.
Ready?
Wild Bill.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Wentz. This pass complete to Higgins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss. But with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And nothing but daylight ahead. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On the counter, here's Williams. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Here's Jackson. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2nd and 6. And he's going to let it go deep. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
6 yards to go.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Aguilar has it. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. Wentz able to hook up with Aguilar for a big gain, 61 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
And Super Bowl 55 down to the final 2 minutes. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders, and he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2nd and 5 now. Wentz dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the 1st down. They'll come out in the pistol.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
From the gun, it's Wentz. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Check 26, check 26.
On 2nd down now. It's Sanders. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the great move out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. They'll try to run with Sanders. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Eagles able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics in. Someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much.
This is caught inside the 15. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.